Hey guys, well, time is clearly flying by so fast because it's been a while since I've done like a life update on my time here in Sydney. So I figured now would be as good of a time as ever. So I think the last time I vlogged about just stuff was Aiden's graduation, which, oh my gosh, was so long ago. So I'm just going to start at Thanksgiving, and if they overlap, that's fine. So obviously, I think I mentioned that they don't celebrate Thanksgiving here because of the Pilgrims not coming to Australia. So I made them a pecan pie, which was absolutely delicious. It was like my first time trying a pie, so it actually turned out really well, and I loved the taste of it. It was really good. And they really appreciated it too. So they really wanted an American that could make pie, so I had to prove myself that that's something I could do. And then not too many like exciting things happened, I would say. It hasn't been like super thrilling. So I went to the pool with the kids not too long ago. And then last week they just started, or I guess the week before, they started their like official holiday. So the kids are done with school because of being at a private school. So they've been home every day instead of me getting up really early to bring them to school. So that's been nice because I get to sleep in a little bit longer, which is great. So we went to the pool, and then I hung out with one of my friends, Emma, who is from North Carolina. Probably one of my closest friends that I've met here, which is great because it's always nice to have somebody. And then I think I just kind of explored the city some more that weekend, trying to look back at my photos of what I did. I've been doing a lot of thrift shopping lately, which I love because who doesn't love finding a good thrift shop? I found Lululemon leggings for $8, which I think is a steal personally, but I'm very happy about that. So I just kind of walked around the city. An exciting thing was my mom actually secretly got me tickets to go see a show at the Sydney Opera House. So it's called The Choir of Man. I really didn't know anything about the show. All I knew it was these men were very attractive, so I was okay with it. So she secretly arranged these tickets. And then I went to the show, and it was actually really good. They were such amazing singers. All the money that I spent it in good company. And all the harm that I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to marry now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Although comings that arrive are sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts there I've had would wish me one more day to stay. So fill to me the parting glass and drink a health, whatever befalls. Then gently rise and softly call. Good night and
joy be with you all. Very well done. That's 4. Arrows on. Oh, it's pretty heavy. Can you do a 5th one? Oh, yes.
Basically, they just sang a bunch of covers of songs. I don't think it really had a plot to it, but it was pretty good and pretty funny. There was like a couple guys that I thought were really cute. So after the show, I got a picture with all the big group, and then actually had followed 2 of them on Instagram just for you never know what's gonna happen. And late that night, one of them, the cutest one, messaged me and was like, "Hey," just kind of chatty. I think he was drunk, so. But then he was like, "Oh, hey, maybe tomorrow night, it's our last night in Sydney. Maybe you can come out to our cast party and hang out." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And he's like, "Okay, I'll text you when I know the details." So the next day, I went into the city and just kind of bummed around the city waiting for him to text me "Hey, here's the plan." Unfortunately, he never did text me, which is kind of sad, but whatever. He's from England, so I don't really know if it would have even worked out, but it would have been really cool to talk to them and see what they like about Sydney, stuff like that. But otherwise, I really haven't done too much. It's been very basic day-to-day things. After that, then I went up to Cairns, which you can see one of my vlogs about Cairns, and all of my adventures that I had up there. And then so far, since I've come back from that, this past weekend, I just kind of walked around the city some more. Saturday, I actually walked from Central Station out to Bondi, which is 10 or 11 mile walk. But yeah, it was very pretty. And I finally found Joe Jonas's house that he stayed at when he was here in Australia on The Voice. So I was very thrilled with that, to finally get a chance to see that and find it. Took a lot of searching, but we found it. And then the next day, so Sunday, which feels like just yesterday, but it's already been 2 or 3 days. I met up with Emma again, and we went to this coffee place in Kirribilli, which is in North Sydney. And it's right on the wharf, and I had this delicious muffin, and she had this really cool waffle. And we just kind of caught up. I found a cat and had to, of course, pick it up and take a picture with it. And then we went to the North Sydney pool, which is literally right under the Harbor Bridge. So we got some really good pictures, got to swim a little bit. Just catching up, talking was just great. It's always good to talk to another au pair just because they know exactly what you're going through and can really relate with so many things. So that's always great. And then the pool is right next to Luna Park, so we just went in, did a quick walk through. And then that night I had to be back in the city to bring Roisin to a dance thing. She was dancing for a wedding. And first I had to bring Aiden and Roisin's friend Dash home from choir. So I picked them up in the city, brought them to Dash's house, and Dash's mom Mandy was having a party. So we stayed there for a little bit, just ate hors d'oeuvres, talked, had a few drinks, and then I had to bring Roisin to dance. And so drove back to Kirribilli, which is North Sydney, and she did her Irish dancing. Her group did dancing there. And then Roisin and I went back to King's Cross where Mandy and Dash live. And they had a show tunes like soiree thing going on. So it was basically just a bunch of people around a piano singing show tunes. So it was literally like the greatest thing ever for me because I love show tunes. So I had a lot of fun. Would have loved to stay much longer and have been there a lot longer, but there'll be plenty more, they said. So thankfully I'm here till April, so I'll have many opportunities to get to do that again. That's about all. Nothing too exciting planned for this week. I think we're going to the pool tomorrow. Just some basic holiday things. And then next Tuesday and Wednesday is already Christmas. And then I think Friday they fly out to go to Europe. So it's going to go by fast. So probably won't be vlogging until after Christmas, New Year's time. And then my mom's going to be here. So it'll be an exciting time, and thanks for tagging along and staying up to date with all the fun things I'm doing here in Australia. So see you later, guys.
Basically, when I came home, I found this note, and it said, Happy Turkey Day from Leslie, because it's Thanksgiving today. But in Australia, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, which is kind of weird, but yeah. Poor Leslie. Yeah.
The Pilgrims didn't come to Australia.
Yeah, but it's still sad because I want, to celebrate. I love celebrating and the food.
She goes, the kids have school on Thanksgiving. I'm like, Mom, think about it. She goes, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just said that. Yeah, the Pilgrims didn't come to Australia.
And then the next thing I found was even more exciting.
A delicious pecan pie. Why you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know. Lying on an That's my dance.
Beautiful.
I'm the new sensation.
Yeah, hopefully you're having a great time in Wisconsin. We just came back.
Wisconsin does not have an S at the end.
I know. Okay, can I just say that I'm going to call the council member,
The governor,
same vibe, and be like, bro, it's not Wisconsin. I don't like it that way. We're going to make it Wisconsin's. Boom. And he's going to be like, yeah, sure, bro. That's a good idea.
Tony Evers, no, please don't.
If
you're watching this vlog, because I know you have so much time on your hands.